Hello and welcome back to my channel Trader Vader. This is your host Amar. So the market has started 45 minutes back. It's quite a sideways movement, guys, since yesterday. This is the 15 minutes chart of Nifty. Let's just look at the support and resistance levels. This These red lines were the previous support, guys, which got broken on 27th, and after that we see that the fall has slowed down a little bit. It took support in this area, and then on 30th it spiked uh, towards the downside and then pretty much jumped back up, and then from this particular area it started to you know uh, take resistance, this particular zone. And guys, if you see the price action of yesterday, the fall was not very fast. I mean, it was gradually falling. It was making some sort of zigzag movement. It was trapping sellers and buyers on both the sides, and that's how it was doing. And then here there was a huge, uh, I would say, a retracement, not a huge one, but a pretty decent retracement. But the momentum was pretty fast, so a lot of sellers probably got exited here, and the price action was not really great. I mean, fresh selling entries was really risky because a lot of people thought that okay, there could be a short covering starting from here and market can go up, in this direction, but that didn't really happen. Even I took a position here in this area, and but I exited, right at the VWAP. So all in all, guys, yesterday the market came down and then it took support from the previous support area. From here it took support and it went all the way back up. And today, if we see, the market again opened up a little bit, a gap up, but in the same resistance area, and now it's coming back down. So on the 15 minutes chart, guys, we see that the candles, the red candles, are becoming smaller and smaller. So which tells us that the selling pressure probably is decreasing for today. Uh, but we'll have to see what really happens, because at times the market is going to show you that it's going to take support and go up and then probably trap buyers. And that's when the further selling will start. If we look at the 5 minutes chart here, let me just, the now every block is 25 points. I would say this is the right view. It'll give a right picture of how much the selling is happening. So if you see here, guys, it's trying to take support at every possible, even a mini support area which it created yesterday is trying to take support at every level. And probably around, I would say, 17,536, somewhere around this area, I think it's going to take a little bit of support. I think this zone would be a little bit of support zone. uh, we'll have to see if it tries to retrace from here. Probably I'll plan a small trade if I get at a very small stop loss. uh, Probably, when it breaks this particular trend line. But I'll have to be very cautious, guys, because see here, this will act as an immediate resistance, and then the market may come up, and then, in this price movement it may come down. So it's a very risky day today. The market is stuck in a zone. This is the resistance, this is the support, and any trade between it is going to be pretty much risky. So let's see what happens. Based on the price action, probably I'll decide my trade. I'd try to scalp something out, but I would say the best trade would be around this zone, this area. If the market slowly and gradually falls continuously till here, and then if it makes a price action and tries to go up, that would be the best trade, guys. So let's see. I'll keep you posted. So I took a risky trade, guys. As I said, back to back red candles on a 15-minute chart, and as we were discussing a couple of minutes back, the candles were getting shorter, smaller. Every candle is smaller than the previous one, which means that the selling pressure was decreasing. So I've taken a trade, a risky trade. I'll uh, I'll show you the trade video. So let's understand the logic that I used to take this particular trade. So I was just discussing, guys, as I was discussing this area, which is 17,536.39 area. This is kind of a mini support area. So if this fall has to take a retracement, I was hoping it would take from here. Now, the confusion which I had is whether it's going to retrace from here or whether it's going to show a V-shaped recovery, because the market is very, very volatile and we have seen V-shaped recovery happening. So I was kind of in, two minds. So I was not planning a sell trade because the market is already selling and I didn't know if it will retrace and sell again. Also, so I was kind of planning on buying today, either at this area or, at this particular area, like I said before. So if the market continued to fall till this zone, let's say if I stretch this trend line and if it falls till here and then if it breaks like this, that is where I would have bought. That would be a very good, uh, I would say, a buy position, and probably we would have targeted a little higher. But that didn't really happen, and I saw kind of a price action on 15 minutes. You can see this this pattern here, a hammer forming. And well, I usually do not trade just on the basis of hammer. My trades are based on 1 minute chart patterns. uh, if we look at the 1 minute chart pattern, guys, this is what happened. Very interesting. uh, so this was the trend line which I was looking at in the 1 minute chart. This was the trend line, and it kind of broke out here. So I didn't plan on buying here, guys, because I knew that, like yesterday, I got a little ahead of myself and I bought right here, and then market, started to fall from there and I had to exit. So today I just waited for the market to, take this up move and then start to come down again. Now, if had it continued to fall till here and then continued, then obviously it would have saved me a false trade. I saw this candle and I thought, okay, now let me look at the options chart. When I saw the options chart, it was kind of a bigger candle than this one, a bigger hammer. So I entered there, but then again, the very next candle I had to exit, because remember, guys, we are scalping here. We cannot wait for another candle to form, because that may be a very huge candle. It may come till here and then you'll make a huge loss as compared. So the risk to reward ratio has to be maintained. So I exited right here. So about 3.5 points or 3 points, I think, loss. And then when I started to see this candle forming, which broke the, all the highs of these three candles, that is where I entered again on the options chart. I'll show you the options chart. So I kind of entered here, you know, kind of entered here, and my stop loss was here, I would say about here, and I was hoping to take the profits near the VWAP, because usually, if it has to fall again, it will start falling from the VWAP. So that was my trade, guys. Let me show you the options chart. So this is the options chart, guys. uh, Sorry, not this one. This is the options chart. 17,500 options. So as I was talking about this candle, this here, the candle right here, this particular candle, this green candle, you know, this is the candle where I entered long on options, 17,500 C options. And when I entered here, guys, on this particular green candle, let me just show you. This particular candle, when I entered here, guys, I was thinking, okay, so let's just wait and see what happens. And then the very next candle was a red one, you know, and that's when I thought, okay, now I have to exit, because, as I said, you never know when this candle, the red candle, may stretch all the way down, and then you will make a huge loss. So I just exited right here, a 3 points loss. I'll show you the order book. And here, as I said, around 211.9 or 8, I entered again, and I was planning on taking my profits here, the VWAP of the options chart, which was around 229.28, looking at these highs. But when the momentum started, guys, it was really good, and I kind of exited here, right here. So let me show you the. So this is the order book, guys. I entered at 211.9, which is 212, and I exited at 240. So if we talk about the risk to reward, I had a risk of about 8 points, and a profit of about, I would say, 29 points. So pretty good, guys. Pretty good trade. I think I'm done for the day. Volatility is going to be huge due to the budget which is coming in, and you never know what the market is going to do. So I had a good trade, guys. I'm going to wrap up my day today. See you in the next video.